Hey everyone, so I want to introduce you to and demonstrate a little bit about a really great training tool, which is the TRX. So the TRX is a highly functional training tool that can be taken with you anywhere. It's highly portable. You can use it at home, in the gym, on the go when you travel. So you can do a variety of body weight movements with the TRX. There's over 300 exercises in total. It can be used to accomplish strength, cardiovascular conditioning, flexibility, and core strength. And you can do a series of exercises to target specifically the upper body muscles, the lower body muscles, the core, and then also some balance focus exercises. So the principle behind the TRX is that it leverages our body weight as the form of resistance, as opposed to using an external source of resistance like a dumbbell or a barbell or a kettlebell. And the idea is that we can increase or decrease the level of difficulty or resistance by changing the angle at which we use our body to do the exercise. And this is particularly true for the upper body exercises and a lot of the core exercises that you'll see on the TRX. So with the TRX, the length of the straps is adjustable, and the length that you want to use is going to be dependent on the exercise that you're doing. Generally speaking, most upper body exercises you want shortened straps, and most lower body exercises you want lengthened straps. There are some exceptions to these, so it's important to know based on the exercise that you're doing how to set up the TRX appropriately so that you can do the workout most efficiently. So just to give you an idea of what an exercise looks like on the TRX, I'm going to demonstrate a body weight row. So a row is meant to engage all the muscles of the upper back and the back of the shoulders. So essentially we're targeting the postural muscles, which is a really important thing to do when we spend so much time sitting in our computers for work. So to get set up, I'm going to leave the straps in the shortened setting. I'm going to grab hold of the handles. I want to walk my feet down to establish an angle of resistance. So here's going to be a little bit of a shallower angle, and that's going to make the movement a little bit easier. So as I complete the row, I want to pull my body weight upward. So I'm going to pull the strap essentially towards the front of my shoulders, and then I'm going to extend the arms to lower myself back to the starting position. And then I would just repeat for a given number of repetitions. Now, as we talked about with the angles and creating more or less resistance, if I want to make this more challenging, what I'm going to want to do is walk my feet lower and closer to the wall. So with a steeper angle, I'm going to have more or greater effects of resistance. So it's going to become harder to pull my body weight up towards the handles and lower back down. So another critical component of using the TRX properly with proper body mechanics is something that you may have noticed or picked up on when I was demonstrating the body weight row. Every movement in the TRX originates from a plank-like position. So you want to keep the body nice and rigid so that the hips are tight, the glutes are tight, and the core is activated. My shoulders are pulled back, and that's going to open up my chest and keep my back nice and straight. What you don't want to do is allow the hips to relax and the butt to dip, and you don't ever want to use momentum to swing the body up and down to complete the repetitions. So most of us know that when we utilize momentum to do any form of exercise, whether it's the TRX or anything else, we're decreasing the effectiveness of the movement in the muscle groups or the components of fitness that we're intending to target, and we're also increasing our risk of injury. So it's really important to keep in mind nice tall posture, always keeping the core engaged no matter what type of exercise you're doing on the TRX, and to keep that plank-like position as you move into and out of each repetition of whatever exercise you're doing. So I'm going to demonstrate a simple low body exercise for you as well so you get an idea of what that would look like. So we'll do a TRX squat, and for that I would want fully lengthened straps. That's going to give me enough room to get my setup position where my elbows can be kind of relaxed alongside my body, and then as I drop down for the squat, my arms are going to have enough leverage with those longer straps in order to extend my arms and give me enough depth in the squat. So for the TRX squat, our setup's going to be the same as it would be for a traditional body weight squat. You want your feet about hips width apart with toes pointed forward. Nice tall posture. Again, just gently holding the handles. You don't want to give them a death grip. Elbows are relaxed at your sides, chest is up, so the core is engaged as well. And then what we're going to do is bend from the hips and knees to drop the body weight down, allowing the arms to extend. And then we're going to stand it back up and extend the hips at the top. With lower body exercises on the TRX, one of the advantages, especially for beginner exercises, is that the TRX straps, while they're not completely stable and they will challenge your core, they do give you a component of counterbalance. So for an exercise like the squat or even a lunge, you have something that you're holding on to give you a little bit of counterbalance to complete the movement. It allows you to get a little bit lower, so you're getting more depth in your lower body exercises and a little bit more sense of stability. So the last thing I'm going to show you in this quick demonstration is a simple exercise you can actually do on the floor with your feet in the straps as opposed to holding on to the straps by the handles. So what I'm going to show you is actually going to be a forearm plank. So it's going to look very similar to our traditional forearm plank that you would do on the ground. The forearms and elbows are going to be resting on the floor, but our feet are going to be suspended in the TRX straps. So by taking our feet off of the floor and actually balancing them or leveraging them in the straps, we're increasing the amount of work to the core and amount of challenge imposed in order to maintain the body at that nice level plank-like shape throughout. So once you place each foot in one of the foot cradles, you're going to go ahead and walk the hands out, allowing the forearms to rest on the ground, and then you're going to raise the knees upward and make sure that your core stays nice and tight, your hips stay level, and your feet should be in line with one another or very close. And then you would hold this for a given amount of time. So again, just in quick review, we went over an upper body, a lower body, and a core focus exercise using the TRX. Remember, there are hundreds of exercises you can do, so there's a lot of variety available to you out there. Also, the TRX, it's important to remember, it's a highly functional tool, it's highly portable, and most importantly, it's highly adaptable and scalable to every fitness level. So by changing your angles, by changing the amount of exercises that you do or the types of exercises that you do using the TRX, you can make it very beginner level and then intermediate and everywhere to advanced as well. So depending on whatever component of fitness or goal that you're trying to target, the TRX can be a great answer to it. I'll also be uploading a series of clips with a variety of TRX exercises to our YouTube exercise library and its own playlist that will give you a little bit of a broader idea of the diversity of exercises that you can do using the TRX and hopefully try some of them out.